What's going on? It's Trending Story. If it's your first time here and you want to find out new facts that will definitely make you smarter and more well informed, make sure to subscribe and active the notifications bell so you don't miss anything.
This is Patrick Kalonzo Mwala of Kenya. He's a pea farmer in his local village. And a year ago, he took on an additional and even maybe more important job. In a land as parched as Kenya's Tsavo West National Park, no visitor arrives with more fanfare than the waterman. That would be Patrick Kalonzo Mwala. And then when he rumbles down the dusty road, bearing some 3,000 gallons of fresh water, the elephants, buffalo, antelope, and zebras come running. They've come to know the waterman by the rumble of his engine and his life-saving cargo. There is completely no water, so the animals are depending on humans, Mwala tells the Dodo. If we don't help them, they will die. Mwala fills the bone-dry watering holes in the region, driving for hours on and every day to haul water to where it's most desperately needed. The holes themselves, lined with concrete, often need cleaning. Mwala blames it on buffalo droppings, and sometimes he will just hose down an area of cracked earth for the grateful animals. The buffalo roll in the mud, so they suffocate the fleas and ticks, he says. Many animals don't even wait that long, fearlessly crowding the truck as Mwala cranks the tap. Last night, I found 500 buffalo waiting at the water hole, he says. When I arrived, they could smell the water. The buffalo were so keen in coming close to us. They started drinking water while I was standing there. They get so excited. Mwala, who is a pea farmer in his local village, came up with the idea after seeing firsthand the grim toll climate change has taken in his native land. In the last year especially, he says, the area has seen precious little precipitation, leaving animals to die of thirst in these cracked lands. We aren't really receiving rain the way we used to, he says. From last year, from June, there was no rain completely, so I started giving animals water because I thought, well, if I don't do that, they will die. Between road trips, Mwala runs a conservation project called Tsavo Volunteers. The 41-year-old also visits local schools to talk to children about the wildlife that is their legacy. I was born around here and grew up with wildlife and got a lot of passion about wildlife, he says. I decided to bring awareness to this so when they grow up, they can protect their wildlife. Last year, Mwala started renting a truck and driving water to several locations in Tsavo West. His mission would extend to several trucks, keeping him on the road for hours every day as he drives dozens of hard miles between stops. The truck is heavy and doesn't go very fast, he says. We have to be very patient and go deliver water. But his lifeline has also extended from that hose in Tsavo West all the way to the United States, where 3 women who have never met him or each other help keep him open with the taps flowing. I visited Kenya December of 2015, though I didn't know Patrick at the time or meet him. Angie Brown, who lives in Connecticut, tells the Dodo. But the country, and especially the plight of its animals, haunted her. When she heard about the most recent drought, Brown connected on Facebook with Cher Calloway and Tammy Calliope. The trio, Calloway lives in Utah and Calliope in Vermont, decided to help. This is Tsavo West National Park in Kenya. The area is in the midst of a tremendous drought. As a result, the park's wildlife are in danger. And that's why, starting in 2016, Mwala takes water directly to the animals. He loads up his truck with 3,000 gallons of water so the animals can survive. Otherwise, many animals would likely die of thirst. There is completely no water, so the animals are depending on humans, Mwala said. From last year, from June, there was no rain completely, so I started giving animals water because I thought, if I don't do that, they'll die. Mwala comes to the park with his truck and fills up the park's watering holes. But even upon his arrival, the animals know that it's him. When they hear the engine from his truck, they come running to get the water. In a recent Facebook post, Mwala described how the animals reacted on a particular day. I thought I could count the number of buffaloes eating around the water hole and drinking water, but my wish was not possible because it was a big herd, he said. The elephants today were at bay and other animals as well. Thank you everyone for your warm comments. Mwala also started the organization Tsavo Volunteers. Its goal is to conserve wildlife and restore animal habitats. They work out of the Tsavo West National Park and the Lumo Wildlife Sanctuary. Savo volunteers have many projects within their organization. One is desnaring, which is the removal of wire snares or traps that have been set by poachers. If they aren't removed, these traps can kill animals by suffocating them around the neck. Savo volunteers also give talks and tours to tourists, go on visits to schools, plant trees, and more. According to their website, the work is huge, and so our activities are open to all individuals from all walks of life who have a passion and wish care for wildlife. But to continue giving the water to animals, Mwala needs some help. We are not expecting any rain until November, he said. This has got us all very worried of losing many animals from antelopes to elephants if nothing is done very urgently. That's why Mwala started a GoFundMe project to raise money to get water to more animals. We will be renting water trucks to deliver 12,000 liters of water at least 4 trips a week, he said. Every donation, no matter the size, is greatly appreciated, and thank you for your support. Fortunately, Mwala's story is getting more and more exposure, including being profiled on TV. In another recent Facebook post, he said, "What an exciting, tiresome day with German TV station taking my story in front of several elephants, bulls, and herds of zebras at the waterhole. This is my joy, seeing wildlife drinking, and they don't need to worry again. Your support has made this happen. Thank you so much." Mwala's desire to raise awareness for the plight of these animals is so that the children of the area will continue in his footsteps. "I was born around here and grew up with wildlife and got a lot of passion about wildlife," Mwala said. "So I decided to bring awareness to this so when they grow up they can protect their own wildlife." If you're also interested in helping these animals, consider making a donation to his GoFundMe project. Callaway set up a GoFundMe page that has so far collected more than $18,000 from people around the world, all of it going toward Mwala's water delivery service. "We have all spent a lot of time getting the word out about the animals. Patrick is helping, and the GoFundMe has been a real success," Brown says. He needs so much more money, though. In fact, they're hoping to soon buy him his own truck. But one way or another, Mwala will keep rumbling down those dusty roads, many miles to go, and many more thirsty mouths.
Thanks for watching. Please like and share the video in social networks. We'll be right back to you as fast as we can.